What is up, guys? Today I am here with a OTS Championship, 3rd place at the side deck, topping list. So this is my Magnet Warrior, fiendSmith, mitsurugi, Rolad deck list. So I got it sorted by Magnet Warrior, then fiendSmith, then Mitsu and Rolad together, because those are like the two engines I put together. Now, everything is sorted by monsters, then spells and traps, and then I want to do extra deck and then side deck. So, without further ado, let's get going. Starting with Magnet Warrior stuff. Of course, we have 3 Connection Warrior Sigma, or Connection Warrior Linear Magnum. This is the best starter in the deck, at least for Magnet Warriors, but this is like one of, if not the best starter in the deck. Because you can choose from Mitsurugi Beast or fiendSmith and Mitsu. So yeah, or Rolad. Actually, won't keep these out. Now we have 2 beta. There's 58 cards. My list wasn't always complete for the deck list, but I just want to give you the list that I topped with. So the deck list technically wasn't complete. I have all the betas. It's just like, it's a 60 card pile. It's at 58 right now. But yeah, so playing 2 beta just to save some room for some other stuff. Now I'm running 2 minus, same as beta, just saving room. Time for the Magnet Warrior 1Os, which we have a bunch of. 1 Epsilon, 1 Sigma Plus, and 1 Omega Plus. And 1 Illusion, and then 1 Advanced Researcher. These are also self-explanatory. You want to search or dump these, and you don't want to really draw them. So that's why they're 1Os. And I barely ever saw them. The only one here that you want, or only 2 here you wouldn't mind really saying that much, is these 2, because this can be extender, and you don't have to use your bonding if you add it. And then this is just also an extender, and you get an add easier. So yeah. Now we're going into the fiendSmith monsters. Of course, we have 3 engravers. Because engravers, the best fiendSmith card is for Caesar. It can get you into fiendSmith combo, and yeah, it's self-explanatory. You always want to play 3 engraver. 1 Lacrima and 1 Lurie. Self-explanatory, you don't want to really draw these as much as engraver. And yeah, that's what I want those. Now we're going to Mitsu's and Rolad. We're playing 1 Futsu, 1 Habakiri. Then we're playing 2 Mirakumo. I'm just going to put Mirakumo right here. Mirakumo, I find it's good to love because if it gets called by, your whole Mitsu engine screwed up. Or just like you banish it and you can't really add it back off Kusanagi, and like, yeah. So I just like playing 2. And also if you draw into it and you have pre-prep, Habakiri Mirror, Habakiri, Sunside Tribute, Summon, add Ritual, Mirror, Tribute, Summon, and you just have a free board wipe before you go full Mitsu combo. So I like 2 of it. We definitely would be playing 3 of this, but obviously, at 1, can't really help it. Time for Rolad. 1 of each of the rituals, because don't really want to draw either of them. You want to search into them. But yeah. Then we have 2 Griffo. I was missing a 3rd one for the tournament. I have it now, but I haven't updated the deck yet. So I'm just giving you the purest list I was top with. Now, time for Mitsu stuff. We have 1 Armasa, 1 Saji, 1 Kusanagi. I know Armasa's a good starter. I'm just playing one of it to minimize the amount of stuff we have to play. Because in here, I'm pretty sure Mitsu is the most amount of starters in the deck. So we want to try to draw Magnet Warrior stuff and all that more. And then we have Sword Serpent. Because rank 4, you can go Mitsu into fiendSmith or Magnets. So, yeah. Now I have, for the rest of Rolad, 2 of this. It's always good to have 2 because it's not always easy to recycle it, because you can add it back off that, but like if you want to add it and then discard it, you have to have a second one in the deck. So it's just extra targets and stuff like that. Now we're getting into hand traps, and then we're going to go into spell and trap card, or spell and trap engine stuff. So for hand traps, it's a staple in every format. 3 ash. Makes sense. Just 3 ash. 2 bell. I could up it to 3 because I'm at 58 cards. I'm thinking of upping this to 3, then upping the Griffo. But I'm not sure yet, because it is a pile deck. You want to see engine more. But same thing is, Elf Note is destroying pile decks right now. That's my loss I had in the final 2 rounds. Because Elf Note, you have to hand trap it, and pile decks just, you play more engines. So, yeah. Then also a staple in almost every format, main deck 3 Fua. Like, you can't go wrong with 3 Fua. Fua is always a good card no matter what the matchup. Well, maybe not as much with Rolad, but like, you get the point. It's most matchups, Fua is the best Charmy. But with some matchups, it's Perulia, which we'll get into that later. I'm running we're finally into the spells and traps. 3 bonding. It's second best card in the deck. Only reason it's not the best is because you have to play induction if you want, which we are playing it because we kind of have to. If you start with bonding, you have to go induction instead of add bonding off of Plasma Magnum. Then we have 1 induction, as I said. You don't really want to draw it. It can be Candy Extender, but like, you just want to add it for the combo. It's not really that good. Now we have our fiendSmith spells and traps. Only 2. 1 Trax, 1 Paradise. Paradise is good interruption if you keep Lacrim in the graveyard. Which we are not playing Necroquip, so we won't always keep it. But if they stop our fiendSmith combo, Lacrima will always be the extra interruption if we play this. I know it's a brick. We're already playing a bunch of bricks, but we are playing 58 cards, so we're not going to see bricks as much. But yeah. So we're running one of this. For Rolad, let me get him. Let me find these real quick. So, okay, so for Rolad, we have. What is it? Okay. So, yeah, this is the ratios. So, some people might be on me about this. I'm not sure how much you're supposed to play because I'm new to Rolad, but I topped with it, so that's all that counts. 2 of the ritual, because it's just good to have sometimes the extra one, and then 2 Mind Shuffle. By the way, if you're saying, oh, where's Black Chaos? Where's Black Chaos? I'm not rich. I don't have them yet. But yeah, Black Chaos is like $60 right now, so I don't have them. Then for generic stuff, generic adders, 2 pre-prep, and 2 ragged. Pre-prep's only reason we're playing not 3 raggeds because keeping room, and I didn't have the 3rd one at the time. But I'm thinking about adding Griffo and maybe ragged, but also might be Ghost Spell. But yeah. Then for Mitsu, 3 prayers, obviously, starter, and its extender. Then we have 1 ritual, 1 mirror. That's finished off the main deck. You don't want to draw these as often. It makes sense. We're not playing Pyramids. If you're playing Pyramids, you might want to play more than 1 ritual. But for most variants, you want to play only 1. That's the main deck. Now, time for the extra deck. Okay. Once again, I have it ordered by Magnet Warrior, fiendSmith, then generic, because I don't think I have any Mitsu or Rolad stuff in here, because I don't have abstract stuff. So, starting off with 2 Plasma Magnum, 1 Flux. Flux, arguably could play 2, but I don't have the extra room. Flux is a massively good card. Summons back stuff for your bodies, which Magnet Warrior, you want bodies for either rank 4s or links. So Flux is a good card for that, and it's just great interruption during the turn. Returning will always be great interruption. Well, most of the time. Then we have Nat Beast and Galgranite. Self-explanatory. Nat Mitsurugi Beast is just a bonkers card in this deck. And Galgranite, it can either bridge into Magnet Warrior or Mitsu and stuff like that, or it adds Emancipated Researcher. So let's take in this guy. For fiendSmith, one Sequence, one Requiem, one Lacrima. This for Caesar, which will come up later on. Requiem, obvious. Sequence, obvious for this. Then one Desiree, because Desiree can be a good interruption. It just depends on the deck. Like, if you know you're playing against a deck that's never going to special summon, like, let's say, not a good example for the format, but, like, let's say Flunder, you're never going to use Caesar. But, yeah. Last of the fiendSmith stuff, or one of those, Excitonite, Aerial Eater, and Caesar. You're like, huh, what's Aerial Eater doing here? This card bridges you into both Mitsurugi and Rolad. Either you go into this, dump Skull Archfiend. Skull Archfiend either dump Mirror or dump the Rolad Ritual. So it's either engine you can go into. So yeah, this card's crazy for this bio deck. Now finally for the extra deck we have IP, SP, and Underworld Goddess. Just these two are stuff during that turn. I got this in my deck. Thanks. Shout out to my dad. He put this in my deck. This card may not always be the best card, but side deck has some weird players. Round 1 up against Pearly. I lived a turn, went to Nor. They went to Nor. Cool. Let me get out 4 bodies. So not this guy. I just won the game. So, yeah. That's the extra deck, and we're finishing it off with, last but not least, the side deck. Maybe least, actually, but because it's a bit of budget side deck, I left some stuff here. So, when I didn't go to the thing, or when I went to South Carolina for the side deck thing. So, this has somewhat of an order. It's going second cards, going first cards. Okay, so this list will start off with 2 Perulia, because it's good against Elf Note and other stuff, and then 1 Droll. Droll isn't mainly for this, for being played, because the next card will explain it. Called by, and then Crossout. Crossout's for the Droll. We die to Droll. If we put this in the deck and we have Crossout, we don't lose the Droll. So yeah, it's always good to have that. Now, for board breakers, 1 Lightning Storm and 2 Raigekis. Raigeki is a good card. Not a lot of people are playing it, but I find it better. So Lightning Storm is good with the versatility it has, but I like being able to play the game to bait out stuff than break their board. It's always better to bait out stuff. You can't really bait out stuff with Lightning Storm. Then, of course, 1 Feather Duster. Feather Duster is at 1 for a reason. Back row removal is just insanely good in this game, especially if you're going second and it's side deck. Now, these are like, I'm going to the going first stuff. 1 Pot of Prosperity and 1 Mitsurugi Great Purification. You're like, where's this card? In the side deck. I only play in the side deck because I don't like it going first, or, I mean, not going first. I love it going first. I don't like it running in the main deck, because if you're going second, it's a dead card, and you're never going to end up using it. But Paradise, on the other hand, if you don't kill them, because if you're going to Mitsu to try and kill them, you're probably going to add prayers to get bodies. But if you're trying to kill them, this thing won't do anything. While Paradise isn't going to do anything either, but you're more likely to have Lacrima in the graveyard with Requiem and then having this in hand. So yeah. Both of them are extremely breaky if you draw them, though. So Paradise will always be a dead card, by the way, if you draw it. So it's kind of a bad argument for Great Purification. I prefer to play Paradise in the main deck because it helps out more when you're stopped. Then for the final sided cards, we have this and one more card after this. Warning is one of my favorite cards to have in side deck. Warning is always a good card. Warning just stops either a summon or an effect to special summons. It's Caesar, but on steroids with the effect, but it's only use it once. Or you can use it multiple times, but like one copy only does it once. It's just Caesar's effect, but better. Then, of course, I'll allow you to probably guess what the final card is. Solemn Judgment. Self-explanatory. This will always be a good card. But yeah. You guys, tell me what you thought about my Magnet Warrior, Mitsurugi, Rolad, fiendSmith list. And whenever you get if you get a chance, comment on this video. Tell me if you like it or not. I'll see you later in the next one, guys. Peace.